Okay, so now we're recording. So just to let you guys know, we're doing a special live recording in front of a audience. Yeah, right? So, shirts off? Okay. So, welcome to the first ever special edition 10th Tint podcast. Combined forces. You know that when Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator,
yeah,
and he sees Dylan, he's like, "Dylan, you son of a bitch," and then he's like, "Wha-bam."
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's gonna be
That's us now?
that's the cover art for this episode.
I'm good with that.
Okay, cool. But there's gonna be a tint on my bicep, and there's gonna be a 240
Perfect.
badge on yours.
Is it, as long as it's not in the grass.
A bunch of grass stains.
Yeah. That's
Okay. So, for those who aren't here with us, we are at the 2019 Tire Rack SCCA Time Trials Nationals.
Presented by Haggerty.
That was some good harmony.
I wasn't sure if it was only presented by Haggerty. Everyone else is just sponsors.
You got it.
Presented by Haggerty.
Yep. Yeah. But we had some really, really awesome partners who have helped make this a cool thing. There is
Racer 360,
Racer
Apex
360,
Pro,
Apex Pro, Coney. All really great companies that have really made the whole experience so much better. So, you have an accident. What are you driving here?
Like what I drive to get here? What am I racing?
What are you racing in?
My Nissan 240 SX.
Okay.
My LS.
Your really loud, obnoxious car.
It is not that loud.
I was on.
It's not that loud.
I was on pit lane, trying to cook quietly. And
that's your fault.
We have groups and groups going by. I'm able to have a nice, reasonable conversation, and then some just idling, blah, 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 making a ridiculous amount of noise.
It's actually louder at idle.
Yeah.
It's loud. But it's not loud enough for them to kick me out of here.
Sweet. So you're not past the 103?
Yeah, 103 at 50 feet.
Yep. So this is your first time at the National Corvette Museum, Motorsports Park.
Yep.
This is your first day on track?
Yes.
What did you think?
This is a very challenging track.
Yep.
I underestimated it or overestimated myself, which is really saying something because I really didn't think very highly of myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get on. So the first session, I get out there, and I get in after being on track, and I look at my lap time. It says 1 lap, 16 minutes.
Woof.
Because I literally never recorded a lap. That's how poorly it went.
On the first go-around?
On the first session, I didn't record a lap.
So, what, you went off and...
So, there was debris on track.
Okay.
So, then we got black flags. So, we came in.
Yep.
And since I'm using my Apex Pro, the way they have it set up is they only registered if you're on track. So, if you're rolling through pit lane, it doesn't register.
That's not a hit.
Yep.
Oh, no.
So, we come in for the black flag, and then I go back out. And then the first lap, I actually go 4 off. I just overcooked it into a turn. I want to say turn 12, and then decided not to jump the rumble strips or push it. I was like, I'll just take the safe route, go around it, came back in through pits. Like, what happened? I decided not to jump the curbs. Okay, sent me back out, and the session was over.
Oh, no. So that put you towards the back of the grid.
Yes, I was, I think, 3rd or 4th from the back.
And your frustration is that you think you're like the best guy in your run group, and you deserve to be at the front because you have a VA-powered 240.
No.
Did you do a 5-leg conversion on it even?
No.
No, it doesn't even have 5-leg, but it's
Wait,
less
no,
weight.
it does.
Yeah. So you deserve to be in the front.
I didn't have to do a conversion; it was already 5-leg.
Oh, okay. So you got that in, and then you got, 2 more sessions in?
2 more sessions.
How'd that go?
Yeah, the next session went really good. No mistakes. It was more of I went out there with the mentality of I'm not going to make a mistake.
Right.
So I went a little slower, but I was able to register some decent times. Well, register times. So then I was able to do a 246. And then the last session, I was able to do a 238, but we were in traffic pretty bad the whole time. So I was riding people's bumpers, and it was like a line of cars. So it was just, we're in the novice group.
Right.
Since a lot of us haven't been here before. So I think it's just a matter of getting us all comfortable with the track, comfortable with each other. So I think tomorrow we'll really sort ourselves out. But the fact that we had a full day of practice helped a lot. Because if we had to do time sessions today, everyone would go home mad.
That's very understandable. Yeah, and so tomorrow morning starts with the track sprint.
Yep. And that's
we're doing the West Course, a portion of the West Course, essentially. We're starting from turn 6.
To 14, right?
No, turn 6. Yeah. And then it cuts through to the main straight and then stops at turn 3.
Oh.
Yep. So it's the West Course configuration.
Yes.
But between 3 and 6 is like the cool-off area.
Okay.
So that'll be
be good.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I know that when we were talking about it in our staff meeting, Tom O'Gorman got really excited about it. So.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good setup for a track sprint.
Yeah.
Because we did the course walk after it went cold tonight, and we were walking as they were setting up. I'm like, is that where we're starting? No, that's got to be where we're ending. So we were sitting there arguing on what they were actually doing. So it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be really exciting to watch, that's for sure. So what was your first tent experience like?
My first tent experience. I was a small child.
You're a small child.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We did not go camping as a family.
No.
Ever.
Okay, so this is on your own.
No.
No.
It was at my grandma's.
Okay.
They had a farm.
Yeah.
So me, my brother, and my cousins were at my grandparents'.
Okay.
And we thought we needed to have tents, and we needed to go camping in the front yard of their farm. And then I think everyone lasted until late into the night.
Yep.
And then woke up in the middle of the night sometime and then came inside. And apparently there was a storm, and I was the only one that slept through the storm outside.
Nice.
I had no idea that it stormed.
I've always found storms to be very relaxing, so I'm there with you. I know that India had a question.
This already feels like a trap.
I mean, only a little. Only if you're guilty.
Which I am.
Oh, well then. She wants to know if you could mount a tent to any sports car, which one would it be?
It'd be a Porsche.
It would be a Porsche?
It would have to
with
be.
Like with a set of roof racks?
With a little roof rack, and then you got a little ladder going down to the side.
Would you do like the the Yakima or
Yakima or whatever?
Yeah, the Yakima with a little front spoiler.
Yeah.
Take up the gap.
Yeah, you'd have to, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. No, this is your sports car, not mine.
I mean, we are on Porsche podcast. I think we have to. I mean, what else would you put it on? Miata's, it just doesn't work.
Why not? What if you had a cage?
It's still too small.
You could mount a tent, a little pop-up tent on top of it.
No, I think
it'll fold out.
You got to go the full Porsche lifestyle. Like you want to go to the cars and coffee in the morning. You really want to go hiking in the afternoon.
True.
And then you want to camp and then go hiking in the morning.
Yep. I think that I would just put a topper on a El Camino.
I think that's
and call it a day.
That's a wonderful idea. They make those, don't they?
No,
they have to.
Well, it's got the weird curve between the cab.
It would not be that hard to make, though.
I don't know. I'm sure it costs a lot of money. It costs more than the car to get that done.
Yeah, it would be this equivalent to whatever you paid for the El Camino.
Yeah.
If you don't have that here next year, I'm going to be so disappointed.
My El Camino camper mobile?
Yes.
Okay. Well, can they even haul?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. So that has to be the race car too. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
It'll be totally great at NCM. That'll do really. It won't blow up.
Cars just don't blow up on racetracks.
No, never.
No.
Yeah. I mean, have your cars blown up on racetracks?
It did not blow up. I broke things, but it didn't blow up.
I blew up a motor on a racetrack in the Versa.
I spun a bearing. That doesn't count as blowing up.
No, that doesn't count.
I didn't window the block.
I did that in New Orleans at NOLA Motorsports Park years ago.
Did we talk about this on our show that one time?
I think I brought it up, yeah.
Yeah. Did you swap the engine right before an event?
Well, no, that was the second time it blew up.
You blown up twice?
Yeah.
Nice.
Same point of failure on that group of motors, the MR series from Nissan.
What failed?
Piston 3, the connecting rod bolts are a little weak, and if you do a lot of high revving, they can stretch.
Yep.
And then everything else just fails after that.
I'm kind of convinced that's somewhat what happened to the LS on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, spun 2 bearings.
But you at least were able to catch it ahead of time.
What do you mean catch it ahead of
time?
time?
Like, you knew it was occurring, and then the motor didn't blow up from it.
No, I was in Topeka coming down the front street, and all of a sudden I had no power. And it was just like, knock, 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 knock. And I'm like, well, I'm a long way from pitting. We're just going to keep going. I just went the rest of the lap, came in, drove up to our pit area, and you could shut it off, kind of composed myself before I got out of the car.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, what happened? We started up. I'm going to go home now.
Was that at the divisional or the nationals?
It was the mid-div series.
Okay.
Yep, it was a couple weekends after the national event.
How was your this is your first year doing a full season with mid-div, right?
Yep, I only missed one.
Okay.
The first Topeka event I missed. So we did Topeka 3 times this year.
How did that go?
Really good. I got second in my class in production D, which is a different rule set than national rules. We do more power to weight ratio, which is so my car's built to that.
Right.
Which means that I'm built to max 1 in DT nationals, which is not going to work for me, just because I'm way underpowered. But,
oh, really?
Which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. But so I was second in my class. Had I not spun the bearing, like I'd played this scenario out a million times in my head. Like, well, if I would have done this differently, if I would have done this differently, I could have won. But
right.
Second place by 0.05 seconds.
And who is the better driver than you?
His name is Albert.
Al Hermans?
Yes.
Al Hermans with his Mustang.
His
Mr.
Mustang.
James Cahill knows a lot about that Mustang. Is it a cool Mustang? Is it? Do you wanna come tell us about it? Mr. James Cahill, please come down to the. There you go. Do you have your interview beer?
Hold on.
Are you gonna? What are you doing?
I'm gonna get my laugh track set up.
I have to handle the microphone a lot and get a bunch of noise.
A bunch of feedback. We blame you for the feedback.
Yep. Oh wait, I wonder if we will get it from here. Wait, the cable's tangled.
Oh, careful.
Cables got tangled.
There we go.
There you
Hello.
go.
Hey, there you go.
That's what my podcast has been missing.
I'm just that funny.
You need? Thanks.
Uh-oh. Do we need to pause the podcast?
You have a what?
Should we pause this?
Where is
Yeah.
it? Oh, there's a thing there, but there's another one on the other side. Yeah, they were messing around with it over there. On the like it was over there somewhere. I just know it was the garages, I think. Busby was over there yesterday. Love you.
So all that just went into the podcast?
Yeah, it's all cool, bro. We'll just roll with it.
Oh, you're
Anyways,
just gonna
so
edit
tell
it
us
out
about
later?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We never edit it.
We
We
do it
leave it.
live. We just go.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, and then after I was 5, and I moved to
Yeah. What was your first tent experience like?
my first what?
Yeah, your first
Tenting
tenting
experience.
experience.
Oh, my first tenting experience
Yeah.
was in a shelter half, actually.
Yeah.
In my backyard.
Of course it was in a shelter. And what led to that moment? Why were you tenting?
My grandfather had an old army tent, so he gave it to me, and I put it up in my backyard.
All by yourself?
Yeah, and
Wow.
he taught me how to dig the little ditch around it, and then how to not make it fall over while you were in it in the middle of the night.
Did it fall over in the
It was a
middle
good
of the
time.
night?
Yeah, one end fell down. But I felt I was a tent pioneer at that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you go and tell the kids at school about it?
I don't quite remember those days.
Oh.
Just a couple years
I had
ago.
a bowl haircut, and I always wore sweatpants.
Oh,
So
were they to your navel?
probably.
Little KL with the sweatpants and his bowl haircut. That's
Yes,
adorable.
yes. I have pictures of it. I'll show you sometime.
Oh, that should be the episode cover.
We should be
It's just me in a bowl cut.
No, you in a bowl cut with sweatpants on as a kid.
I don't know if those two things are in one picture.
It can be multiple pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can make
Well,
it
I'll
yeah,
dig
we'll
through.
merge
I'll
it.
find some.
Sweet. So this is your first time at NCM,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And
yes.
what do you think? You've been to a lot of tracks.
I have.
And what do you think of this place?
This is. Well, what'd you say earlier, Robbie? You said probably the most technical and longest track you've ever driven. I would totally agree with
Yeah,
that.
for sure for me.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is and it's great because it's got a lot of elevation changes.
Yep.
It's got a lot of elements that are similar to other tracks, but they're all in one.
Right.
Some tracks have got like the hey, this is an awesome showcase corner over here, or Laguna Seca's got a corkscrew, or let me count the corners. 2, 3, 4. There's one that's similar to corner 6, 7, 8, and the one in the middle out there.
Yeah.
You guys know which one I'm talking about, right?
Talking about 14?
Sure.
I have no idea what number it is. 9 maybe?
Okay.
Right after the hairpin on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah, there's another one. It's like all these great elements from a lot of the other tracks I've been to are combined into one here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drove it last year, and it was so much fun. It's just so much to learn and take in, and there's especially like on the back end, there's those two very long corners where the exit of the corner is so far away,
half a mile
yeah,
away from
and
the
it's
entrance.
so beyond your line of sight.
Yep.
And so early on, you have to just commit to it and throw it in and just trust that the track is going to be where it's going to be, and that's the only way you can ever come close to like going faster there. But it is fun, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are driving an S2000
Yes.
in a what class?
M3.
Okay, how's that going for you?
It's going good.
Yeah?
It's going good. Just for anybody out there that's listening, we do not have Hoosiers on the car anymore, so no protests.
Did people get upset with you guys today?
No, yesterday.
Before we even started.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Can't have those.
We're good. But thank you. Thanks for the tech support.
That was Mr. Adam
Picetto.
Adam
He's the car
Pischetti,
owner.
the car owner of the Blue Racing label.
Blue
Label Racing S2000, powered by Honda, driven by Adam.
Yeah. No, we got protested twice before we had even gone through tech.
They're gonna get swapped out.
we literally
had
pulled.
practice
We
yet.
hadn't even taken the car out of the trailer, and there was a line of people behind the trailer asking to see what tires we had on.
Oh my goodness.
Why did you tell people what you were doing?
2 weeks ago, I got an email about why I had Hoosiers on the car, not why I had registered.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
in the registration.
Yeah, it was
you
a pre-check.
put,
Yeah.
Oh.
You silly goose.
It was like the TSA pre-check, and they said, "Oh, you're going for more inspections."
Yeah. Sir, we need to see your papers.
Yeah, basically.
That's hilarious.
We no longer have the Hoosiers on, so we're legal for competition now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And
We'll probably run faster with the RE71s than
because the
with
Hoosiers are old and worn out.
Yeah, running them all season, right?
Yeah, all season Hoosiers. Where are you sitting in class?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Hey, Adam, is he beating you?
No,
No. Oh, Adam's beating you.
maybe by a second at this point. Yeah.
Adam's winning.
I still had a quicker time yesterday than him.
Yeah.
But right now he's at, I think, 229. I'm at 230. A lot of traffic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of
Today was
learning
bad
who
about
you're on the track with
Yep.
in order
Yep.
to kind of work around people.
Yeah, that's a big thing about this event is that
Yeah.
many of us have been on track together, but there's a whole other mix of people that we've not been on, and so you do have to learn kind of how everybody kind of behaves and get used to that.
I think by our third session today, those of us in the group 4, which was the first intermediate group, that's my son calling to say goodnight.
Aw.
I'll
You're not gonna skip him, are you?
Yeah, you bet. That's more important than a podcast.
Okay.
hello.
I can take that for you. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining us, James. All right, so
Yeah, back
how about those other podcasters who didn't want to show up?
I think they had something better to do.
Yeah.
Like, what's better than SCCA
I don't know.
Time Trials Nationals presented by Haggerty?
I mean, clearly not like a wedding or anything, because
No.
you didn't schedule yours this weekend.
No, my wedding's next weekend.
Right,
And
there's
this is more. This
Yeah.
is the perfect warm up for a wedding.
And then Flying Gatto didn't schedule his this weekend.
No, it's next week.
He brought his fiance here.
So did I.
Yeah, you did too.
He brought his whole wedding party.
Yeah, he's having his bachelor party here.
This is my bachelor party.
Oh, is it?
This podcast
Oh
is my bachelor
God,
party.
Wow.
I know.
I'm
I live a wild life.
You were bananas.
Yeah.
You're even drinking your
Hoppy refresher.
poppy refreshment,
Nope.
poppy seed, hoppy
It's fake beer. It's
fake
fake.
beer.
It's fake beer.
It's from Lagunitas?
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually discovered another company in Colorado that's a brewery,
yeah.
not one alcoholic drink.
Interesting.
I haven't had a chance to drink any of it, but they have a whole website and it's all beer, 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 beer. None of it has alcohol. I gotta try it.
What a bunch of bums. That's what I have to say. Not showing up, making us collaborate like this.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
two like a good podcast has what, 3 people typically, but now we only have 2. We have to bring in people from the audience.
Well, we do have our sometimes co-host, Mr. Randall Prince over there.
He's busy.
Yeah, he's busy talking to people. What a nerd. So what are your winter plans for the car?
Actually, it's kind of changed today.
Yeah?
I was talking to Jess as we were doing the track walk tonight. I was like, the 240 is not competitive here, but I have this 350Z that would be. So there's that.
So you're thinking about building that?
Well, my first thought was that I need to swap the diff on the 240.
Sure.
So I was going to do that, swap to a 350Z diff regardless. But now I'm looking at the 350Z going, well, I could just kind of finish that and take that to the SCCA events or the SCCA National Tour events and then take the 240 to the mid-div events. So we'll see how that goes. See if I finish both or neither. There's a few things I want to finish on the 240. So, yeah, swap the diff. My power steering pump constantly ruins itself. So I'm actually running a transmission cooler to try to keep it cool enough.
You might switch to an electric setup?
Yeah, but I was talking to a couple people about electric setups or going no power steering. I haven't decided yet what would work. But, yeah, I'm sick of burning through power steering fluid on every event I go. I'm good.
You wanna talk? Why not? I want to ask you a question.
It's a trap.
All right, so now we have Mr. Dave joining us. Mr. Dave, what was your first tinting experience like?
My first what?
Tinting. Experience. Just thinking.
Like
the first time, your first time in a tent.
Camping in a tent.
Oh, camping in a tent.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Lord. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, apparently I woke up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Screaming my head off.
Whoa. Why?
No idea. But it wasn't the only time that it happened, and I have no memory of it. None.
Where were you camping?
I was in the Boy Scouts.
Okay.
We lived in Jacksonville, so we went camping all around the area, and like the Okefenokee and stuff like that, and just.
You're a screamer.
Apparently, I would wake up in the middle of the night screaming, and.
You slept fine.
Yeah. The next morning.
Yeah, right.
The next morning, they'd be like, "Dave, what the hell was that?" I'd be like, "That was what?"
Yeah. Slept great.
I feel excellent.
I woke up this morning. I had to take a leak. I mean, apart from that.
Well, thanks for joining us, Dave. I appreciate you, and thanks for all the awesome food you cooked.
It was great.
Welcome. Apparently, take a leak is the phrase that gets you taken off the podcast.
No.
We say way worse. Yeah, we say way worse.
I love you. All right. Well, you know what? We're creeping up over to 25 minutes. I think that we pissed these people off enough and driven enough people away.
Wait, are you tenting?
Tenting?
We are.
I have a tent here.
We're on a tenting
My
podcast,
tent's here.
and we aren't even talking about what we're doing this weekend.
My tent is totally here.
What did you do last night?
Huh?
Where did you sleep last night?
I don't remember.
Well, I believe that, but where did you?
Where did I wake up?
Yeah, where did your credit card say that you slept last night?
And at the Holiday Inn.
That's not a tent.
Well, that's where my ride was.
That's ridiculous.
How's that ridiculous?
You're on a tenting podcast.
Yeah, well, you know.
What self-respecting tent podcaster sleeps in a hotel?
Look, who's to say that it was a traditional hotel? And who's to say that tents weren't pitched?
They might have been.
They might very well have been.
I don't know. I slept in a tent.
Yeah? How'd that go?
I'll be honest. I thought there was more grass here. So we show up, and I'm just like, that's a lot of cement.
Did you guys bring sleeping bags?
Yeah.
No, pads or anything?
Air mattress. So we actually parked kind of towards the edge so we could put the tent in the dirt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really it's more like clay and sand here.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty hard packed.
Yeah, so we're more in the rocks and sand. Yeah, it was fine. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people take their fiance to camp at a track.
Make them sleep on the hard ground.
Yeah.
Very considerate.
Yeah.
Had to make room
She knows what she's
for
getting
car
into.
parts.
Yeah, she knows what she's getting into.
Yep, it's a preview of life to come.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for joining forces with me
and
making 10th tents a possibility.
Well, since I will be coming to all of these things, we could do this more often.
Yeah.
Since none of the other hosts feel like it's important
Yeah, this is
enough to
only
be here.
possible because our partners
bailed.
Yeah, they bailed. They are a bunch of bailers.
Yep. None of that was a priority to them.
Bunch of
this
Bailey
is a priority
Billies.
to us.
Yep. So screw those guys.
Yeah.
10th rules.
Yeah, we're running away together and doing our own show from now on.
Yeah. We'll start our own show.
Yeah, to heck with them.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. We really appreciate you. This should be getting published on both podcasts as a special episode.
Sure, I don't know.
Yeah, why not? Screw it.
Why
We'll
not?
just start our own.
Yeah, if they don't want me to post it, I'll just post it myself.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, goodbye, everybody. I love you.